Honorable Chief Executive John Lee, Director Chow, Deputy Governor Zhao, Commissioner Chui, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is my honor to welcome all of you to the Asian Financial Forum. When AFF was founded in 2007, the objective was clear: to showcase Hong Kong's capabilities as a leading financial center and provide a platform for international financiers to congregate and share views of importance and significance to the world economy. Since then, Hong Kong's position as a dynamic world-class financial hub has gone from strength to strength, multiplying in both scale and sophistication. Between 2007 and 2024, the contribution of the financial sector to our GDP has grown from around 20% to 26%. Our stock market capitalization has more than doubled, and our bond market has more than tripled. Asset management has been doing very well, and we ranked together with Switzerland as the two centers in terms of wealth management in the world. At the same time, we have become the undisputed global leader in offshore renminbi business. Insurance business, which is another important pillar of financial services, blossoms in Hong Kong over the years. Over the same period, insurance gross premium have more than tripled. According to the Global Financial Centers Index, Hong Kong ranks as the #1 financial center in Asia and third in the world, just behind New York and London. How did we achieve all this? We have the unwavering support of the nation's leadership and benefit from the vast market of the Chinese mainland. In addition, we have a robust legal regime, a sophisticated regulatory environment, and our broad spectrum of talents across different professional sectors, not to mention our free flow of capital, goods, information, and talents. The list goes on. But all this has been built on the very foundation of the one country, two systems model, which has put Hong Kong in a unique position to serve as a two-way gateway between the Chinese mainland and the rest of the world. On such a strong foundation, AFF has continued to broaden its scope and enhance its reputation over the years as the platform that demonstrates Hong Kong's unique role of a super connector, super value adder, and super collaborator. We have achieved a lot, no doubt. Nevertheless, given the global economic environment and keen competition among economies today, we have to stay on our toes and keep improving. Challenges drive us to continue the upgrading of this platform. Hence, we have decided to introduce the Global Business Summit, which will be held tomorrow. The summit will evaluate the impact of high-growth industries, including AI and technology, robotics, biopharma and healthcare, new energy, and more. This is part of an increased focus to strengthen ties between finance and the real economy at AFF to help support sustained innovation and long-term growth. This summit also ties in well with the accelerating trend of mainland enterprises expanding overseas. I applaud the Chief Executive for his vision to capitalize on such an opportunity. Under his leadership, we at TDC will contribute to the global task force efforts to highlight Hong Kong's unique advantages, particularly its world-class financial ecosystem and gateway positioning as Chinese businesses scale across oceans. Ladies and gentlemen, More than 150 speakers will discuss key topics from the state of the global economy to supply chain financing, from asset and wealth management to the future of capital markets, from gold exchange to fintech. Together with the presence of government leaders, regulators, investors, and decision makers from financial institutions and enterprises, there are ample opportunities for insightful exchanges as we seek to co-create the path for the years ahead. In closing, enjoy the forum, and a big thank you to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Professor Ma for that very warm welcome and introducing some of the exciting things we will be talking about in the next couple of days. I'd now like to invite the Honourable John K.C. Lee, GBM, SDS, PDSM, PMSM, the Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China, to the stage to deliver the opening remarks. Please give the Chief Executive a warm welcome.
Honourable Director Zhao Ji of the Liaison Office of the CBG's Government in the Hong Kong SAR, Honourable Deputy Governor Zhou Lan of People's Bank of China, Honourable Commissioner Cui Jianchun of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of China in the Hong Kong SAR, Honourable Executive Vice Mayor Wu Wei of Shanghai, Honourable Vice Governor Wang Juntao of Hunan, Professor Frederick Ma, government officials and distinguished guests from around the world, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to Hong Kong and the 19th Asian Financial Forum. I would like first of all to welcome our friends from around the world. I extend my warmest welcome to His Excellency Deputy Prime Minister Klemen Boštjančić of Slovenia, His Excellency Minister Mehmet Şimşek from Turkey, as well as other officials and representatives from different countries. I also welcome Her Excellency Zhou Jiayi, who has recently assumed the post of President of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, for joining us here today. Thank you all. It is a great pleasure to be with you today, and so many of you I'm delighted to see. Over these next 2 days, more than 3,600 are expected. High-profile finance and business leaders, visionary investors and entrepreneurs, senior policymakers, academics, economists, and many other respected decision-makers from more than 60 countries and regions. The inaugural Global Business Summit is among the many highlights of this year's forum. Designed to encourage deeper financial and industrial cooperation, it will be held throughout tomorrow, Day 2 of AFF. Both days, with their panel discussions, plenaries, thematic workshops, fireside chats, and other sessions, are organized under the tagline, Finance Empowering Business, an overall theme, co-creating new horizons and amid an evolving landscape. Featuring more than 150 prominent speakers from Hong Kong, throughout the Asian region and around the world, the forum will inspire insights and innovation, create partnerships, and explore fresh business opportunities. I can't think of a better way to ring in this new year. with its daunting issues and, yes, its boundless opportunities. Speaking of boundless opportunities, allow me a few minutes to update you on what Hong Kong we are doing and what we are planning to realize our far-reaching financial and business promise. It begins with one country, two systems, the unique principle that assures us of the unwavering support of our country, China, while continuing to expand our global markets and reach. This unparalleled positioning solidifies our institutional strength, the rule of law, a judiciary that exercises power independently, an open and transparent market, the free flow of capital, and a low and simple tax regime. These have ensured Hong Kong thrives as a top destination for enterprises that seek to grow and develop in an environment that is safe and convenient to do business. You don't just have to take my word for it. Ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome the year, this new year, I'm pleased to announce to you all a truly international audience that Hong Kong has made unprecedented achievements in the past year in attracting quality businesses to our city. According to our annual survey, the number of foreign and mainland affiliated companies in Hong Kong was 11,070 in 2025, which is up 11% from the year before. That's a record high number of firms with their parent companies located outside Hong Kong. We've seen a robust growth of companies coming from a wide range of places. For example, those from Singapore, France, Australia, the United States and Switzerland have all risen by over 11%. Companies from countries in ASEAN and the Middle East have grown respectively by some 10% and 5%. Meanwhile, mainland Chinese companies have grown here a whopping 17%. Together, these enterprises from around the world hired nearly 510,000 people, more than 500,000 in Hong Kong, up 3% from 2024. We do more than bringing in companies. We are also good at nurturing them. Last year, the number of startups in Hong Kong grew to over 5,200, again a record-breaking high, and up 11% from 2024. Our startups hired nearly 20,000 people in Hong Kong, and that's a 12% growth year on year. And like our companies, our non-local entrepreneurs come from a large variety of places, with half of them coming mainly from the UK, the US, France, and different Asian countries, and the other half from the mainland. The encouraging results represent more than a vote of confidence in Hong Kong by these businesses and entrepreneurs. They also mean our solid efforts in facilitating business establishment and operation, and in creating an enabling ecosystem for startups are bearing fruits. As you will know, companies turn to Hong Kong for many reasons. But our prowess as a financial hub is certainly a key factor. Hong Kong's financial regulatory system is robust, and our financial market stands out for its deep liquidity, innovative products, and world-class investor protection. We also boast a highly educated workforce, a welcoming environment for global talent, and transparent financial regulations aligned with international standards. These strengths are widely recognized We ranked 3rd globally and 1st in Asia in the most recent Global Financial Centers Index. And we placed 3rd in the 2025 World Competitiveness Yearbook, up 2 places over the previous year. Over the past year, we introduced a series of measures to enhance Hong Kong's listing mechanism and stock market. The results are clearly encouraging. The Hang Seng Index surged about 30% last year, while average daily turnover rose to over $32 billion. And Hong Kong ranked #1 in the world last year in initial public offerings, raising some $36 billion. Hong Kong has long been recognized as a hub for asset owners and family offices. At the end of 2024, we managed more than $4.5 trillion in assets, 11 times our GDP, a year-on-year growth of 13%. More than 200 family offices have set up operations or expanded their business here by the end of 2025. And we are working to welcome at least 220 more family offices to establish operations or expand their business in Hong Kong by 2028. As the world's largest offshore renminbi business hub, Hong Kong processes about 3/4 of global offshore renminbi payments and has the largest offshore renminbi liquidity pool. Last year, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority introduced a renminbi trade finance liquidity facility, and it was upgraded last October into a renminbi business facility, allowing banks to expand the use of renminbi by their corporate customers. The launch, also last year, of offshore renminbi repurchase and cross-boundary repurchase businesses has boosted renminbi liquidity channels. These arrangements provide investors with greater convenience and more stable support in obtaining liquidity and accessing the onshore repurchase business. In international bond issuance by Asian institutions, the volume arranged by Hong Kong in 2024 totaled more than $130 billion, accounting for about 30% of the market. Hong Kong has an active dim sum bond market as well, with issuance volume breaking the 1 trillion renminbi mark in 2024 and expected to reach similar level in 2025. Hong Kong is also a leading green and sustainable finance hub. In 2024, the volume of green and sustainable bonds arranged in Hong Kong amounted to about $43 billion, capturing 45% of the regional total, almost half, and topping the Asian market for 7 consecutive years. To date, we have issued government green bonds totaling $32 billion, including retail, institutional, and tokenized bonds of multiple currencies and tenors, raising funds for many local green projects. As of last September, we had issued over 200 ESG funds with assets under management of more than $141 billion. The number of ESG funds and assets under management increased 32% and 23% respectively from 3 years ago. To boost our status as an international financial center, we are focused on 3 main areas. First, we are working to reinforce Hong Kong's strengths. That includes deepening our equity market, expanding our bond market, and advancing the asset management and wealth management sector. To boost our stock market, we introduced the Technology enterprises channel. It helps mainland and the international technology companies raise funds in Hong Kong. To elevate our status as one of the world's leading fundraising and investment hubs, we will optimize the main boss regimes for listing and issuing products. Hong Kong Exchange is working to enable electronic securities holding and trading, and will put forward a proposal in the coming months to shorten the settlement cycle for Hong Kong's cash equities market. That, ladies and gentlemen, will create a solid foundation for the sustained growth of our capital markets. Rising global investor interest in renminbi-denominated bonds highlights Hong Kong's pivotal role as a gateway for cross-boundary capital flow. As we will continue to explore measures that deepen mutual access between mainland and Hong Kong financial markets, that includes introducing offshore treasury bond futures in Hong Kong, and expanding interest rate derivatives under Swap Connect. Second, we are expediting the development of new growth areas. That very much includes building an international gold trading market and commodity trading ecosystem in Hong Kong. In a moment, you'll witness a bright illustration of our gold ambitions, the signing of an MOU between the Shanghai Gold Exchange and the Hong Kong SAR government. The MOU will set in motion a cross-boundary trade clearing system for the precious metal. The Hong Kong SAR government is also committed to expanding Hong Kong's gold storage, targeting a storage capacity of more than 2,000 tons in 3 years. That, ladies and gentlemen, will see Hong Kong's rise as a regional gold reserve hub. A central clearing system for gold will be established here to provide efficient and reliable clearing services for gold transactions in compliance with international standards. We will also diversify gold investment and work with the trade to form an industry organization in Hong Kong. In commodities trading, we joined the London Metal Exchange's Global Warehouse Framework last January. To date, 15 Hong Kong warehouses have begun operations with more than 20,000 tons of metals on warrant to support the exchange's contract delivery. Turning to fintech, last June, we issued a second policy statement on digital assets, reinforcing the government's commitment to establishing Hong Kong as a global hub for digital asset innovation. And last August, our stablecoins ordinance came into effect, providing a licensing regime for issuance of fiat-referenced stablecoins in Hong Kong. Last month, we published the consultation conclusions on proposed licensing regimes for digital asset dealing and custodian service providers. We plan to introduce a bill into the legislature later this year. Last November, we expanded the products and services that can be offered by licensed virtual asset trading platforms, and we will also promote artificial intelligence business applications. In the carbon market, Hong Kong Exchange signed an MOU last year with the Guangzhou Emissions Exchange, the Shenzhen Green Exchange, and the Macau International Carbon Emission Exchange, pledging to accelerate the Greater Bay Area's carbon markets and green finance development. Because there is so much more that Hong Kong, a leading financial hub, could do to promote sustainability in the capital market. That, I'm glad to add, has been recognized by the International Financial Reporting Standards Foundation, which confirmed last June that Hong Kong is one of the first jurisdictions to set a target for fully adopting the sustainability disclosure standards of the International Financial Reporting Standards. Third, international exchanges and cooperation remain a priority. We will assist companies interested in re-domiciling to Hong Kong, a world city that makes it that much easier to connect with the globe and excel. Our company re-domiciliation regime, in effect, since last May, has been positively being received. To date, 14 non-Hong Kong corporations have re-domiciled to Hong Kong. And we are working on measures to attract more mainland enterprises to establish corporate treasury centers here. Ladies and gentlemen, that's just a taste of what we are doing to boost Hong Kong's status as an international business and financial center while ensuring a safe and stable environment for companies and investors. I'm grateful to the organizers of the Asian Financial Forum, the Hong Kong Trade Development Council, and the government's Financial Services and the Treasury Bureau for once again bringing us together for finance and business, and I trust the many pleasures that Hong Kong, Asia's world city, offers. In just over 3 weeks, we will celebrate the Lunar New Year, the Year of the Horse. The horse symbolizes vitality, perseverance, and progress. Qualities I'm sure we all look forward to realizing, despite the hurdles and obstacles we face in today's non-stop geopolitical, steep, stable change. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a rewarding Asian Financial Forum and a healthy and prosperous year of the horse. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief Executive. And could you please stay on stage to be part of the next ceremony? As the Chief Executive has just mentioned, developing Hong Kong as a gold trading hub is very much in focus. And to that end, we are going to proceed with the witnessing ceremony for the cooperation agreement between the Financial Services and the Treasury Bureau and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. So I'd now like to invite our distinguished guests to the stage. Please give a very warm welcome to the Deputy Governor of the People's Bank of China, Mr. Zhou Lan, Member of the Standing Committee of the CPC Shanghai Municipal Committee and Executive Vice Mayor, Mr. Wu Wei, Mr. Yu Wenjian, Chairman of the Shanghai Gold Exchange, Mr. Christopher Hui, Secretary for Financial Services and the Treasury of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region Government, and Executive Deputy Director of the Office of the Financial Commission of the CPC Shanghai Municipal Committee, Mr. Zhou Xiaoquan. If our distinguished guests could open the folders which contain the MOUs for a photo. Thank you so much. And this opens a new chapter of collaboration between Hong Kong and Shanghai for gold market development. Can we please have a round of applause for this milestone? Excellent. Thank you so much to our distinguished guests, Chief Executive, Mr. John Lee, Secretary Hui, Chairman Yu. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the witnessing ceremony between the Financial Services and the Treasury Bureau of the HKSAR government and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. at the Asian Financial Forum.